You're watching WQJP Television. Stay tuned to us.
This is the Figure 8 set. The most stereotypical design most people think of when they think about toy train sets has to be this layout. It has made a clear impact on Thomas Wooden Railway, as many variations of this design have been used in sets since the beginning. It's not a complicated layout by any means, but because of its classic design, it's worth talking about. In this episode of Wooden Railway Layouts, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to show you every version of the Figure 8 set from the classic era of the Thomas Wooden Railway. I will show you how to build this set for yourself and gradually add on additional pieces for each iteration, from its simplest form to its most complex expansion. I will, of course, give an in-depth analysis on the good, the bad, and the ugly for each Figure 8 set layout. So let's get started. This is the Figure 8 set, in its simplest form. It was released in 1997 and was retired in 2004. In Europe, this set was available starting in 2001 and lasted clear until 2010. The set featured here is from 1998. To build it, you will need one 6-inch and one 8-inch straight pieces, 12 6.5-inch curved pieces, and the arched stone bridge. There are no detail pieces, but this set did come with Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. The layout has excellent flow for its simple design. It has one circuit, 0 loops, and 0 dead ends. It is simple, bare bones, and frankly, boring. I had this set at my grandparents' house when I was a little kid, and I didn't play with it that much at all. I guess because I had the roundhouse set waiting for me at home, a plain Jane Figure 8 set just can't compete. According to the Thomas Wooden Railway Wiki, the Figure 8 set is a set. Yup, no more needs to be said. Figure 8 set is just that boring. Let's see if any of the variations are any better. This is the first Instant System Set number 4, also known as the 50-piece set. Not to be confused with the later Instant System Set number 4, which is the A Day at the Work set that I've covered already. It was released at the beginning of Thomas Wooden Railway in 1993 and was retired in 1995. To build it, you will need one 6-inch and one 8-inch straight pieces, 11 6.5-inch curves, one male 6.5-inch switch, the arched stone bridge, and the breakaway bumper from the Thomas Comes to Breakfast house. Instead of a traditional female connector, the breakaway bumper has a U-shaped slot, allowing the bumper to push away from the track and have Thomas crash through the buffers. If you don't have one, you can substitute that for a regular female bumper or a female track-to-surface ramp. This set came with these detail pieces to decorate your layout: the windmill, the predecessors of the set of 3 buildings, which includes the Thomas Comes to Breakfast house with the fence, the set of 5 signs, 10 evergreen trees, 2 deciduous trees, and wooden figures of Sir Topham Hatt, 1 workman, 2 engineers, and the family of 4. It also came with these engines and rolling stock: Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. Again, the layout has excellent flow for its simplest design. It has 1 circuit, 0 loops, and 1 dead end. You gotta love the sheer number of accessories you got with the sets of the early days. You just don't see that anymore. There's so much here, I almost forgot it was just a Figure 8 set, so great job.
Great job.
Next is the later Instant System Set number 3 from 1996. To build it, you will need one 6-inch and one 8-inch straight piece, 11 6.5-inch curved pieces, one male 6.5-inch switch, one special engine shed, and the arched stone bridge. This set came with these detail pieces to decorate your layout, a stop sign and a railroad crossing sign, 2 deciduous trees, and wooden figures of Sir Topham Hatt and 1 workman. It also came with these engines and rolling stock, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. Yet again, the layout has excellent flow for its simplest design. It has 1 circuit, 0 loops, and 1 dead end. This set is slightly more complicated, with a special engine shed instead of a bumper, but its lack of accessories makes it lack the wow factor that the 50-piece set had. It was only available for 2 years after its release and was being sold alongside the Figure 8 set in 1997 before it was officially retired along with the Instant System sets later that year. In other words, this set was less popular than the boring plain Jane Figure 8 set. Womp womp. Up next is the Stop and Go Figure 8 set. It was released in 2000 and was retired in the 2002 Revamp. To build it, you will need 1 4-inch, 1 6-inch, and 1 8-inch straight pieces, 11 6.5-inch curves, 1 male 6.5-inch action switch, 1 female track-to-surface ramp, the Stop and Go station, and the arched stone bridge. This set came with these detail pieces to decorate your layout, 1 deciduous tree, 1 evergreen tree, and a wooden figure of 1 engineer. It also came with these engines and rolling stock, Thomas, the Sodor fuel tanker, and the Sodor line caboose. Take a guess as to how good the flow is on this set. Yep, it's excellent. Just like the other ones. It too has 1 circuit, 0 loops, and 1 dead end. Just note that the direction of the train determines whether or not the switch can be used. The switch now ends with a measly track-to-surface ramp instead of a shed, but this set adds the play value back by extending one side of the Figure 8 with a 4-inch straight piece and the Stop and Go station. I kinda like that. It adds just the right amount of play value for a beginner set. It's still boring, but it's more fun than the plain Jane Figure 8 set. At least Thomas now has somewhere to go instead of wandering aimlessly around with Annie and Clarabelle, like in Big World Big Adventures. Ha! Got him!
Got him! Got him!
Lastly, this is the Conductor's Figure 8 set. To build it, you will need 1 4-inch, 1 6-inch, and 1 8-inch straight pieces, 11 6.5-inch curves, 1 male 6.5-inch switch, 1 female track-to-surface ramp, the Conductor's shed, and the arched stone bridge. This set came with these detail pieces to decorate your layout, a stop sign, 1 signal, 1 deciduous tree, and a wooden figure of Sir Topham Hatt. It also came with these engines and rolling stock, Thomas, an exclusive yellow boxcar, and the Sodor line caboose. The layout is the same as the Stop and Go Figure 8 set, but it uses the Conductor's shed instead of the Stop and Go station. I personally think the Conductor's shed is the better destination because you can pretend the little conductor dude is a chef with a big knife. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop, chop. Technically, this Figure 8 set was released after the 2002 revamp of Thomas Wooden Railway and not in the classic era. However, I wanted to include this set because of its use of expansion packs. Let's face it, Figure 8 sets are boring, and Learning Curve knew it. Expansion packs were an easy way to expand any Figure 8 set by purchasing one bundle of track with added layout ideas instead of buying the track individually. But are these layouts good enough to remedy the boring Figure 8 layout? Let's find out. This is the Straight and Curved Expansion Pack. It contains the following parts: 2 2-inch, 2 4-inch, 2 6-inch and 2 8-inch straight tracks, 2 3.5-inch curves, and 2 6.5-inch curves. When combined with a Figure 8 set, it creates this layout. It has 1 circuit, 0 loops and 1 dead end, just where we started. In fact, this set just looks like a longer figure 8 set. I was hoping that an expansion to a figure 8 set would not be simply expanding the length of the figure 8 set, but that's not the case here. Despite the excellent flow, I'm not a fan. Next. This is the 1997 Cross and Switch expansion pack. It contains the following parts: 1 6-inch and 1 8-inch straight tracks, 2 3.5-inch curves and 2 6.5-inch curves, 1 male 3.5-inch switch, 1 female 6.5-inch switch, 1 special engine shed switch track, 1 female adapter, and 1 cross track. In 2002, the layout plans were updated with the revamped traction rail, and the layout to expand the Conductor's figure 8 set is kind of bizarre. It has 2 circuits that are completely separated from each other. This circle in the middle cannot be accessed by any other track. I thought maybe this was supposed to be the road track, but nope. It's 2 circuits of regular track that aren't connected. This layout is baffling. The longer I look at it, the weirder it gets. Let's take a look at something else. This is the 2004 Cross and Switch expansion pack. It contains the following parts: 4 2-inch straight tracks, 4 3.5-inch curves, 1 female 3.5-inch switch, 1 male 6.5-inch switch, 1 3-inch straight track, and 1 exclusive X track. When combined with a figure 8 set, it creates this layout. It has 2 circuits, no loops, and 1 dead end. This layout is pretty straightforward and it has excellent flow. Though I am not a huge fan of using the arched stone bridge without the track underneath, it does give the layout some background dressing. While otherwise having a pretty basic layout, the X track helps it to stand out more from the rest, because this track piece is just not that common. There are other plans using this pack that can be found in some of the later yearbooks. It's just a shame that the X track looks so mutated in the blueprints. Ugh. This is the 2000 Figure 8 Set Expansion Pack, known at the time as the Stop and Go Figure 8 Set Expansion Pack. It contains the following parts: 1 2-inch, 1 4-inch, 1 6-inch, and 3 8-inch straight tracks, 1 3.5-inch curve, and 1 6.5-inch curve, 1 female 3.5-inch switch, 1 male 6.5-inch switch, 1 female action switch, 1 T-switch, 2 male adapters, and 2 3-inch straight tracks. When combined with the figure 8 set, it creates this layout. It has 3 circuits, 2 loops, and 1 dead end. For a simple layout, it does a lot of things well. It expands the figure 8 layout without it being too overwhelming. It has excellent flow and fully utilizes the arched stone bridge. And the T-switch is great for a fast turnaround. I maybe would have included another tree or two to give the layout some more life, but all in all, I really like this set. The 2000 Figure 8 Set Expansion Pack could also be combined with the Figure 8 set to create this layout. It has 3 circuits, 2 loops, and no dead ends. This layout has excellent flow, but without any accessories or destinations, it feels pretty empty. Though it would make an ideal for traveling with a Thomas set. It's a good balance of not too many pieces to worry about losing to and from Grandma's house, and not being bored with Thomas trapped in a figure 8 shaped purgatory. But now it feels like he's wandering around a barren wasteland. Maybe you want to have part of Thomas's Big World, Big Adventures take place in Chernobyl, but for me, I personally liked what this expansion pack did with the Stop and Go figure 8 set much better. Although, Thomas could take these mutated plans back to Chernobyl because it's obvious that crosspiece came from there. Oh, it's so bad. This is the 2004 Figure 8 Set Expansion Pack, known at the time as the Conductor's Figure 8 Expansion Pack. It's exactly the same as the 2000 version, but with the 6.5-inch curve removed. When combined with the Figure 8 set, it creates this layout. It looks really similar to the Stop and Go Figure 8 Set's expansion, but this time, the area this layout covers is much more condensed. It's more square-shaped than rectangular. The line under the arched stone bridge uses straight pieces instead of winding curves. The conductor's shed is prominently placed in the front, and the siding is longer than the dead-end ramp so often used on figure 8 sets. Minimalism is the word I would use to describe this layout, and I'm not a fan. I do like the longer siding, but this set feels like a downgrade from its equivalent from the previous version. This is the Advanced Conductor's Figure 8 Set Expansion Pack. It contains the following parts: 2 2-inch and 1 6-inch straight tracks, 6 3.5-inch curves, 2 ascending track and 4 risers, and 1 3-inch straight track. It also included this yellow water tower and water tank car, both exclusive to this expansion pack. When combined with a figure 8 set, it creates this layout. For an advanced expansion pack, the layout doesn't deviate that far from the one made with the straight and curved expansion pack. It has 1 circuit, no loops, and 1 dead end, just like a figure 8 set. It even has a general figure 8 shape, but bigger and floppier, with one side flipped over and crossing the whole layout on risers. It's a pretty boring layout, given it has 1 circuit, but this set does have 2 destinations instead of 1, and gives Thomas an extra car to pull, so it's more exciting than when we started. Still, those exclusive items make this layout feel gimmicky, like the designers knew how boring this layout was and tried to distract from that with shiny new exclusive items. However, there is a saving grace in that there are instructions showing how to expand this set even bigger. If the Conductor's Figure 8 set is combined with both the expansion pack and the advanced expansion pack, it creates this huge layout. Now this is my kind of figure 8 set. It has 3 circuits, 1 loop, and 1 dead end, all with excellent flow. It has 2 destinations for Thomas and his long train to visit, and it fills a play table nicely. If you're going to build a figure 8 set, build this one. Hands down. The only thing I don't like is the siding. It looks like the designers ran out of switches to use, but really wanted to connect this line to the front track. If you have a spare 6.5-inch switch, it would fulfill the designer's destiny. You'll thank me later. And that's all the figure 8 sets I wanted to cover. There are so many more figure 8 sets released after the Conductor's figure 8 set, but to cover them all would mean I'd be repeating much of what I said about other figure 8 sets already. Hold on, can we talk about this set for a minute? This is the stupid Gold Mine Mountain set, which tries to be innovative by using the mountain tunnel in a figure 8 set, but doesn't have any track connected to the bottom tunnel in the layout. And it was sold like this? Extremely disappointing. Okay, rant over. Before I go, there is one more notable figure 8 set that may be of interest to all you viewers at home. This is the figure 8 track set from the new 2022 Thomas Wooden Railway. This set is unique in that it uses 3.5-inch curves instead of the 6.5-inch curves to make a figure 8. The only other time this happened was for the Summer Day Beach set. It features the new Clackety track, an exclusive Thomas with salamanders and a beaver, and a cargo wagon that can carry a cargo box. Or is this a picture frame? Whatever. To build this set, you'll need 4 2-inch straight pieces, 12 3.5-inch curves, a plastic 4-way intersection track, and this farm stand. It's an extremely simple set, but this new line of Thomas Wooden Railway is only getting started. I'm intrigued by the amount of detail, the reintroduction of clickety-clack track, and the new redesigned engines. So much so that I have an announcement to make. In lockstep with the Thomas Wooden Railway being revamped, WQJP Television will bring back Wooden Railway Reviews as a spin-off to Wooden Railway Layouts to showcase these new items in a revamped format that you're all familiar with watching. Stay tuned to us for the return of Wooden Railway Reviews, coming soon to Channel 38. But what say you? What do you think about the many ways to build the figure 8 set? Which one did you like the most, and which one did you like the least? And which layouts do you want me to cover next? Let me know in the comments section. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. For now, thank you so much for watching Wooden Railway Layouts. And, that's about it.